Beyblade Z45.
Hey everybody, it's me, Beyblader Z45 here, and today I've got this amazing step-by-step instruction guide on how to make your everyday regular BB10 Stadium attack type into a Zero-G Stadium. So what you're going to need to make this homemade Zero-G Stadium that is quite effective is you're going to need some tape. Any kind of tape would work. You could use the clear tape or the masking tape, duct tape, any tape that's strong enough to hold your pieces together. Not glue. Glue would ruin it. Okay, and you need scissors. The sharper the better, but just make sure you have an adult working with you. So what I'm using is sharp, but they're less sharp than the other ones. So, and you're going to need some extra cardboard. Okay, like over here, I've just cut off the back of a large Dorito chips box, which you could use, and you'll find out why. And you're going to need a small clear bowl, or any bowl that is circular and goes a little bit flat at the bottom. You're going to need that. And you're going to need a bag of any extra things around your house, like sand or water. Water is worse, but sand is best recommended. Okay, so you could use that, and a clear bowl, and obviously the main whole mainframe, BB10 attack. Okay, so the first step of this step-by-step guide is, first of all, get a bag. You know, any regular bag which you'd use around your house. A small one is the best, and fill it up with sand or whatever extra useless things you have around the house, which are heavy enough to, you know, just be heavy enough to bring the stadium back to its original way. And so just you take your bag and you tape it up in the middle, because I did this many times, so I kind of like got it this time right, so I won't be able to take it off. But just take a bag and just try crumple up whatever you have into a small mushy ball as much as you can, and just tape it up in the middle properly. Like, I'd advise you to tape your bag like this in a star formation, and then just a little across again, so it gets like strongly taped. Or you can use a silver tape around to tape it properly. And with that bowl, you just check if it's, you know, swaying properly, like if a Zero-G Stadium were to sway. And as you can see, like, even if you spin it, it keeps on swaying. So that's your main way to check if it's working or not. So just double check again and again to make sure you like the way it's moving, or it's moving according to the way you want it to move. And yeah. So step 2 is to take your BB10 attack type stadium, or any attack type stadium like this one for instance, and just flip it upside down. Okay, just flip it upside down and check and make sure your greens or whatever you're using, sand, is not falling out. So you're going to need to make sure that your bowl, before you pick up any bowl, just make sure the bowl you're using fits completely into that little gap thing. As you can see, there will be a little circumference gap that's going downwards in the attack type stadium. Yes, you can see it. So make sure your bowl is actually that wide, or even close enough that it should fit even tightly. So just make sure it just fits nicely in. So then once you get your position, if it's fitting, then put it upside down. Try and fit it to complete the center of the stadium. And, you know, just take your tape and tape it up to the sides, or use masking tape, duct tape, as I said before. Any tape that's strong enough to hold this in place is the best tape you'd use for everything all around your stadium. So everybody, after step 2, you would just want to check if your stadium is properly, if your bowl, your plastic bowl is best recommended. If your plastic bowl has been connected to your stadium, BB10 attack type stadium properly, then just flip it over and just check how you want it to sway. Because if it's correct, then, you know, just spin it a little, watch it sway, take a few test battles, and then just like this to make sure it's fine according to you, and that'll be perfect. Now we are going to check. Now I'm going to show you how to cut open the sides for the penalty pockets from the Doritos back of the box in step 3. This is just a reminder. So everybody, now we are here on step 3. The one before was just a reminder of step 2. Now for this, you might need a cardboard box that, not cardboard box, you would need a part of a large cardboard box, or just use cardboard for this, thin or thick. And for this, you're going to need to make it at least, at the back, you're going to need at least a diameter, well, no, sorry, not diameter. Well, all you need is just a huge square piece that's like at least 33.5 centimeters from the sides and 33.5 on the top. So you're just going to need like 5, or not 33 at the top, just make it 22. Okay? Yeah, 22 to 30. Just make it a box of 30 centimeters. That's all you're going to have to understand over here. And for this, you're going to have to draw 3 stripes. If you can't see properly, I'll focus it for you. Just give me a second. Wait. Yeah, okay. So over here, we're going to need to make 3 strips of 7 centimeters width. Okay? Each one will be 7 centimeters wide. And the length of the sides from both sides is 33.5 centimeters. That's all you have to understand. You're going to have to make 3 of these for 3 penalty pockets for the attack type stadium. So the sides will be 33.5 centimeters. And the width. So everybody, now this is the continuation part of step 3, where I have cut out the 3 strips of 7 centimeter width. Yeah, 7 centimeter width and 33.5 centimeter length strips of a cardboard Doritos box. And you can use any cardboard you like, but make sure you get the proper, centimeter thingy, which I just told you about. So now at this point, you're going to need to, on one of your strips, now I'll just take one here and focus it for you. So over here, I'm going to need you to look carefully and listen carefully, because this might be a bit tricky for all those people who are really eager to make this quickly. So over here, you've got your strip, okay? So at one end, if you look carefully, at one end, around from the bottom, you take 4.5 centimeters up, okay? From both ends, one this end and one that end. You just take 4.5, listen carefully, 4.5 centimeters, and you mark it and you draw a line across. So that would be like 4.5 centimeters. And from your right side, not your left, or whatever side you prefer, but mostly I prefer that you use your right side, okay? From your right side, from the side, the right one, you count 3 centimeters and you draw a line downwards. Okay, you mark it and you draw a line downwards. So now all you're going to do for both the sides is take your scissors and you're just going to cut along that line you had made. And just make sure, now this part, you better listen carefully or else you'll ruin your strip. Okay, for now we've cut the 3 centimeter one downwards. We've cut it. Okay, now you must be wondering, okay, so which side should I cut? This side or this side? Well, always cut to your right side. So like, for example, if you are cutting, don't cut upwards and then here. No, cut to your right side. That's why we started from the right side for your 3 centimeters. So you cut from your right side. Okay, turn it upside down and just snip it off carefully with even cutting. So now it should look like this after it's done. Okay, for all the strips you have, do the same thing. Or if you don't understand, rewind and repeat this part again. So same with the other side. Now for the other side, you should make it parallel. Listen carefully. As you can see, we have done this. So all mainly you're supposed to do is make it parallel, okay? Parallel. If this side has been cut, you also cut this side. Or if you cut this side, for example, if you accidentally did it to your left, we'll do the same to the other side. So that's what it's supposed to look like, okay? Now wait, let me cut the other side quickly and let me show you what I mean. So just to remind you, it's 4.5 centimeters upwards. You just draw a dot right there where it's 4.5 centimeters marked. And then from the right side of your strip, you mark 3 centimeters and you should be able to get a really nice, easy understanding of this. So here, this is what it's mainly supposed to look like. As you remember, we started from the right side down, then exactly parallel upwards, we have a same on the right side. So don't get confused like, oh, like For example, some of the people might go, okay, so I'm cutting like this. Okay, now let me go. So everybody, now as I showed before, you have to cut it from parallel sides. So just check that part out if you want. And over here, I have got another strip that we have total 3, as you can see. Here's 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 strips, so I've done it to all of them. Okay, this has to be done to every single strip. So now here's a little bit trickier part than what was before. So over here on your strip, make sure you measure from your 33.5 centimeter side. Listen carefully. From your 33.5 centimeter side, your left side or right side, I'd recommend your left side, which hasn't been cut. If you cut this side, then measure from this side. If you cut this side, measure from this side. Just to make you understand, just measure from the side which still has that small flap hanging. Okay, not this side. This side will ruin everything if you measure from here. Or if you can, just measure. So, I want you to take your ruler over here and just measure from the bottom corner all the way to the top and mark it at 13.3 centimeters. So measure from your bottom, keep on going till you meet 13.3 centimeters, draw a dot and make a line across. And same you do vice versa, the same exact way you do it with your bottom one, your other side. Just take it, measure all the way to 13.3 and draw a line. Once you do this, you'll find that on your strip you have drawn some type of square. This square is very important to make your penalty pocket look really, graphical and awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. So, over here now you made a small square after measuring 13.3 centimeters on both sides. And just to make sure if you think your square is appropriate enough, take your ruler, okay, and measure the top line and the bottom line of the square you just drew, and make sure it measures 6.5 centimeters. The square you have drawn should measure 6.5 centimeters. So if that's correct, take your strip and just fold it along that square. Take it and just fold it. Okay? All you have to do is just fold it accordingly and fold it properly. Don't let any different crease or anything disturb you while you're folding, and just see. Now as you'll fold to both sides, you should be able to find a really nice square triangular feeling of your triangle. This strip. Like now if you connect it to your stadium, it would be like this. So your pocket is actually like one of the real Zero-G stadiums. So do this to all the 3 of your strips. Make sure you fold it carefully along the line you've drawn. And if you didn't get what I just said, just rewind and just check what I said, okay? Now for step 4. So everybody, over here now we're on to step 4. And in the previous steps which we have been doing, we have made our BB Attack Type Stadium sway with a bowl and some grains or sand, whatever you prefer, in a bag connected. We've made strips and we cut out 4 centimeters, 4.5, just check and rewind. And over here we folded to make it look rectangular to all 3 of our strips, as you can see, cardboard strips. Now we are going to attach it to our yet to be done Zero-G stadium. It works really nice and it works pretty well. So over here, just gonna need to keep your tape with you, because this is the part where your tape comes in handy. Okay, so now for this step, you're going to need to just make sure your tape is ready, and just stick it somewhere to where you can reach it easily. Okay, so now we are here, and I'll demonstrate it to you with one strip. You can decorate the outside if it's a plain cardboard piece you're using, but for me, I use a already printed box, so I'd rather put this side out to put a little funky into it. So for this step, just if you can, for this step, I'm going to need to settle myself a little bit to the side. Okay, I hope you can see properly. If you want, I'll just focus the camera for you. Okay, so over here, you're going to take your strip. Okay, over here we've got your strip. just the part which is left, that flap, I'd advise you to fold it backwards. Completely, properly backwards. So it's like your strip would be looking like arms that are pushing something away. Okay, like if you don't get what I mean, just like, for example, suppose this was a human's body or someone's body and he's trying to push something. See, like pushing. Get it? So now for this, you're going to need to take one of your sides, apply tape to it, like so. You will find out what I'm trying to say in a second. Let me just apply it. Okay, okay. So apply the tape. Okay, over here. So apply the tape like so. Strip across like this, and make it face downwards, and just apply it to the side of your stadium. Okay, like I won't be able to put the camera any closer, but if you can try, just try and understand. So okay, here, I'll try to bring it as close as possible. Is it close enough? Okay, it looks fine, perfect. So I want you to take your strip, which has been folded outwards, and just take it. Okay, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you to understand. This is kind of swaying in my lap right now. So just connect it there, and where the gap is. Okay, just connect it, and make sure the edge of your what you call this strip goes exactly into the meeting of this part of your stadium, where it meets this area, where it meets exactly at that point. Make sure your fold starts and stops right there, right? Like perfect. Just tilt it downwards a bit and use your tape and just push downwards on the tape, and also backwards, just to make sure it doesn't move a lot when the Beyblades push it. Same with the other side. So now I will do the other side myself. So just to make sure, even if you don't understand, you can just see me do it. Now just take another piece of tape, okay, and attach it to your strap side. Over here we've got the strip side, sorry, not strap. And just you know, if it's possible for you to see, because I can't put it back on my lap again, I can't demonstrate it again. So if you can see, just connect it so to your stadium, and yeah, just connect it properly. If you want, if it's a little bit wobbly, as you can see for now, it wobbles a lot, I'd advise you to kind of like tape it a bit more. Okay, let me zoom on this for you. This I can do, this part. Okay, just let me hold the stadium like that. Focus. Okay, so now you can see I've connected it, but it's still a little bit wobbly. As you can see, even if the Beyblades do attack, it would still move around or come off because of such one, you know, piece of tape. So I advise you to do a little twice or thrice over the strap side. So even if a heavy Beyblade would push onto it, it won't come off. And because trust me, there'll be a lot of swaying and a lot of stadium outs in the stadium. So I'd advise you to do what I'm saying, because really it'd be really helpful for you guys to have a better experience, or else you'll be taping it again and again unnecessarily. So just do that, and double tape over here, here, and here, like one on the edge, one in the middle, and one on the folding side, to all the way around to the back of the stadium. Like take the tape from the front, tape it all the way around to the back, and press it nicely. So that's how you're supposed to apply this penalty pocket, and really it works really nicely. So just do it to the other two sides with the other two pockets you may have, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished, and I'll tell you a few tips on how to keeping it in that position. So everybody, now we are on to our fifth part, yes, of our step-by-step instruction on how to making a zero-G stadium out of your everyday regular BB10 attack type stadium. All this happened in front of you, and like literally, you saw your own stadium turn into a zero-G stadium. Now, as you can see over here, I have applied all the strips. I'm kind of confused at the moment. So anyways, I've applied and I have taped up and properly, adjustedly put them on to my zero-G stadium, all the 3 strips. And according to all the markings and centimeters and stuff I told you, it should kind of, stick on without any problem you have. It should look really nice like this. And every time you sway it, it should sway like a real zero-G stadium. And yeah, it looks pretty good. You can try test battle in it, because I can't test battle right now, because well, it's supposed to be a surprise for you to check if your stadium is working fine. But a few tips, as I said before, I'll tell you on how to keep it properly in this position without it getting ruined. I would advise you to use proper strong masking tape or the silver strong duct tape, because the regular transparent tape won't really work that well. It will wear off. Yes, it will wear off quite quickly if you're going to do intense battles inside your zero-G stadium. And yes, it will wear off quickly. Anyway, step 5 is just to check if it's working. Step 5 is actually a test battle, and I won't test battle for you because it's a surprise for yourself. So just double tape, excuse me, just double tape everything from the bottom to the top with the strips and everything. And that's how easy it is to make a zero-G stadium with Beyblade Z45. So everybody, I hope you'll enjoy your new zero-G stadium made out of your BB10 Everyday Battle Stadium. So thanks for watching. Please tell me how you made, how good yours went, your stadium, and how much you enjoyed it. If you want to put any alterations to it, tell me, so I might even, update my stadium too. Because, look, I'm not only about myself, it's also about you guys. So you tell me on how your stadium went on do the making, and when it finished, and tell me if you think there were any flaws or anything wrong. So just tell me. Make sure you please comment about what happened, like feedback. Like the video if it helped you and made you enjoy this opportunity to get your own zero-G stadium. Subscribe to check out my other videos, and please share so your friends also get a part of the awesomeness too. Please, thanks for watching. Well, enjoy. Beyblader Z45.